So one of the things I would do for everybody, with a particular focus on the children you talked about, for example, the high attainers, or those who've had too much support and aren't and are really struggling, or those who have never really struggled, what I would be inclined to do is to reduce the beginning of your lesson to the shortest introduction that you dare get away with, and say, right, I've given you just enough to get going. So have a go at it. Thing is, I haven't given you everything. So I'm expecting that some of you will make mistakes, some of you will be confused, some of you will be in the learning pit. And that's why I've done it. I want you to be out of your comfort zone. I want you to be struggling. And what I'm then going to do is wander around, and of course you could do it online as well, but I'm going to be looking for which are the mistakes that people can learn most from. And then at an appropriate point in the lesson, I'm going to pause and say, these are the mistakes I've spotted people making. Let's see what we can learn. So why was this mistake made? This is where we started, and this is where it went to. So what do you think happened from that point to that point? What was the mistake? What can we learn from that? What would we do next time? And you put that under the hovercam, or you share the screen if you're a digital classroom, or if you're online, even easier, share your own screen, and you talk through those mistakes so that it becomes an everyday and valued part of the learning experience. And the reason I've cut it down, the introduction, is because I need time for that teaching in the middle, but also so that I can say to them, remember, this is your first go, this is your first draft, I haven't given you all the information. And I've purposely done that so that you're all out of your comfort zone, so that you're all in the learning pit, and I would expect some of you will make mistakes. I capture that with the phrase, ready, fire, aim. So ready, short little start, fire is they try it out, and then aim is then you come back once they've had a go, once you've made some mistakes. And what that does is it says mistakes are part of learning. I have created the conditions in which you'll all be out of your comfort zone, you'll all be in the learning pit. Therefore, I would expect some of you to make mistakes. Do you see that it's subtle, but to me, it's an important difference. I'm not saying to the kids, I want you all to make mistakes, because I fear that when we say, I want you all to make mistakes, that conflicts with what we also tell them later on about precision. But by saying, I want you all out of your comfort zone, and at that point, I expect some of you to make mistakes, and then we'll use those mistakes for learning, it then becomes much more powerful, and it helps the children to see that they're not the only ones who are struggling here. In fact, we're all struggling.